Hey you guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel. Peter likes books. Oh my god, I'm back again. Can you even believe it? And I'm sitting here in my bedroom going through all these books. Well, hold on. Actually, I'm not sitting in my bedroom right now. I know it seems like I am. You guys are like, he's not sitting in his bedroom? No, I'm actually in Florida right now. For Ultra Music Festival. I feel like I've said this, and this is the third video that I filmed, and my cousin's going to be here in like 33 minutes for Cousin Fun Day. It's actually Wednesday. I'm pre-filming this video for Thursday because we are going to Florida for Ultra Music Festival, and then we're staying in Florida a couple days after that for some sun and relaxation and just spending time, two husbands together, and I'm really excited about it. So anyway, I wanted to pre-film this video to let you guys know, because I have been posting over here more consistently. I wanted to let you guys know that I wasn't going to be filming for the next couple days, just so that people weren't like, where's Peter? Or like, Peter was filming like 2 to 3 days a week and now he hasn't filmed at all. I promise when I come back, the filming schedule will return. I'm very proud of myself this month over here so far, you know? I've been filming 2 to 3 times a week over here. That's not stopping. That's not changing. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It was interesting. I did that haul video and it got like, I think it got like 1,700 views or something on it last I looked. I don't look at views a lot on videos. I know that like as a YouTuber you're supposed to do that, but I know. I mean, I notice views, but I don't look for views. You know what I mean? I have like, friends of mine on YouTube, they're like consumed with they're like, oh my god, that video. I'm like, I mean, I notice if something like only gets like, you know, so many views that it tells me people aren't interested in that, which is what I'm getting to, which is that a lot of people were really interested in a haul. So I guess I need to start buying a bunch of books and doing hauls again. You know what I need to do is I actually have like all these boxes that are going to be donated and go to half price books and stuff in the basement. I should do an unhaul is what I should do. If you would like to see an unhaul, put it in the comment section below. Okay, so I just want to come on here and let you guys know that I'm not going to be filming for the next couple days, but I will, when I get back, I will be filming starting right up again over here on Peter Likes Books, because I'm so excited that I'm back over here filming again. Okay, well, I wanted to share with you guys, these are the books that I have picked for Florida. Now, Peter back in the day would have taken all these books with him. Okay, I don't know if you're like that when you go on vacation. You're like, I need 2 t-shirts, a bathing suit, my Birkenstocks, and 15 books. But that's who I was back in the day. Okay, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to read 15 books. Well, then what would happen would be that I would take all these books. I just remembered a book I want to take, maybe. Italo Calvino's If on a Winter's Night a Traveler. Oh my god, I should take that book. Or should I save it for the... I mean, I've tried to read that book for the last 30 some years. If I haven't read it yet, I'm not going to read it on the beach in Florida, right? But what would happen would be is that I would take all these books with me, and then I wouldn't even like finish one of them, you know? Well, a couple of years ago, I mean, it's been 4 or 5 years ago now, we were in Cancun, Mexico, and I brought Liam Moriarty's Big Little Lies with me. It had been out for like a year or 2 at that point. And I literally read it in like 2 days, sitting by the pool. I just like binge read this book like in 2 days. I was so into it, right? And we were like Santa's Resort that was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And when I got done with it, I didn't have any other books because now I only bring 1 book with me, right? And I remember I went to like the concierge. There was like a gift shop, but they didn't have like books and stuff there, you know? And I went to this concierge and I was like, do you guys have any books? And he was like, books? What do you mean books? I was like, do you guys have any books that people have like left behind? Because I assumed that paperbacks and stuff people probably left behind in their rooms, you know? And he goes, we have art books. And he like showed me this like big art book that they had on these like tables in the bar. And I was like, I appreciate it, but no, that's not what I meant. And I was so frustrated. I was like trying to download books on my Kindle, but I couldn't read it by the pool. I mean, this was old school days. So anyway, so now I usually bring with me like a book and then like a graphic novel is what I do. So that in my downtime I can read like a graphic novel, and on the beach or whatever, or like before I go to bed, I can read like a paperback book, and then I can also listen to an audiobook. I listen to a lot of audiobooks while I'm on vacation. I already know that while I'm on vacation, I am going to listen to The Rest of the Firm and The Exchange. Those are my plans for the audiobooks. Okay, so these are the books that I brought to go through. Now I have to pick 1 book from all these, okay? Well, first of all, maybe 2, because I I'll bring, I think I'm going to bring Fangirl, the manga, part 3. That's the graphic novel that I'm going to pick. But I'm currently reading the short stories in Raymond Carver's What We Talk About When We Talk About Love, which is fantastic. I love this so much. And so I think I'm going to bring this. This is like really, really light, and I can just like throw this in a beach bag and whatever, right? By the way, when I was going through my bookshelves right now, and I was like looking through books that I like so I just cleaned out my bookshelves. I'll do a bookshelf tour when it's all done. But I cleaned out my bookshelves. Every book in the house is going to be in the bookshelves. Okay, well, not every book in the house. Every book that I've either read or that I'm going to read it's going to be in the bookshelf. I was keeping them under the TV, under the sink, in the bar, on the bookshelf, and on the basement, in boxes in the basement. Everything's been gone through. So it's all in the bookshelf now, but I just have to organize it. But I have to tell you, I found this book, which I read several years ago, and it was recommended to me. It reminds me of like Perks of Being a Wallflower meets like Bret Easton Ellis. But anyway, it's called The Mysteries of Pittsburgh by Michael Chabon. I don't know who's read this, but I have to tell you, this book impacted me on such a deep level. I loved this book so much when I read it back in the day. It says in the back here, all it says is, at the beginning of summer, I had lunch with my father, the gangster, who was in town for the weekend to transact some of his vague business. It's such a great book. If you've never read it before, this might be a reread for me this summer. Has Michael Chabon written anything else? I'm sure he has. Anything else that I want to read? Oh God, now it's the day before. I can't order on Amazon. Oh, well, maybe I go to Barnes & Noble with my cousin Caroline and pick out a book. Oh, maybe I'll just go to Barnes & Noble and then pick out the book for it. Somebody just texted me. Is it Cousin Caroline? No, it's not Cousin Caroline. Okay. So, I just wanted to show you guys this book. So, the Raymond Carver is probably definitely coming. Plus, each of these short stories is like 3 to 4. Well, this one is like a lot longer. This one's called Man-Eater, I think, that I'm reading currently. No, it's called Sacks. And it's like 8 pages. But most of them are like 3 or 4 pages. So you can read like 3 or 4 pages, get in the ocean, and be done, right? Okay, then I was trying to pick books that I thought would be fun to read while we're on the beach in Florida. So I immediately, of course, thought of William S. Burroughs' Naked Lunch. I looked through mostly the new books that I just got. This is very deep. This is very thick. I want to bring this because it takes place in like Tangiers, and it's very bizarre and stuff like that. I think this is going to be too deep for me. So then, one of my beach reads for years and years and years that I've always wanted to read is The Rum Diaries by Hunter S. Thompson. Hunter S. Thompson was, my mom had met Hunter S. Thompson, and her friend actually wrote a book about, my mom's friend wrote a book about Hunter S. Thompson. I'm like, should I mention who my mom, it was my mom's sorority sister, who is, she's in the public eye a lot right now. But anyway, but she was a dear friend of my mom's for many years after college and stuff like that. And she wrote many books. But anyway, my mom loved this book, and I've always wanted to read The Rum Diaries, and The Rum Diary, and I never have. And it takes place, I think, in, hold on a second. I just read the synopsis for this the other day. In San Juan, Puerto Rico. Oh, Caroline just texted me. 1:30, she said. That means get ready. So, I'm thinking about this one. I've always wanted to read this one. I have to tell you, though, I kind of have to be in the mood for Hunter Thompson. My book club partner, Mel, loves him so much. But like, I kind of have to be in the mood for him, in all honesty. But I'm kind of in that mood. That, like, drink really dark coffee. Now, I don't drink like Hunter Thompson does. But anyway, and read something. You know, that's kind of like the mood that I'm in for the beach, right? So, this is a maybe, I have to say. Okay, then I just want to show you guys this too. This is not going to the beach. I'm not taking 2 Raymond Carver books. But I had forgotten that Raymond Carver wrote the books. They turned into the movie Shortcuts, which is one of my favorite movies ever. Remember that book? Or that movie? I love that movie so much. So I have that one as well. Okay, then the next book that I have is Cormac McCarthy's Outer Dark, which I just showed in my haul. And this is the one about the woman that has the baby. Sometime around the turn of the last century, a woman in Appalachia bears her brother's child, a boy. The brother leaves the baby in the woods and tells the sister the child died of natural causes. Discovering her brother's lies, she sets forth alone to find her son. Both brother and sister wander separately through a countryside, being scourged by 3 terrifying and elusive strangers, headlong toward an eerie apocalyptic resolution. Now, this is something that I really think I could get into on the beach, but it's like so dark that I'm not really in the mood. Okay, the next one is, I was going to bring Charles Bukowski. Because I love when I'm like, and I notice that the chapters are like literally like 2 and 3 pages, so I may actually think about this one, but I have to also say, part of it for me, this is going to sound so cheesy, Do you notice what people are reading when they're on the beach? Okay, I do. And, like, this is the kind of book that if somebody was reading Charles Bukowski on the beach, I'd be like, oh my God, are they reading Bukowski? You know what I mean? So, this is a maybe. Okay. And then the next one is, I just did this in my haul yesterday, About Ed by Robert Gluck. And this is about the guy that was his boyfriend, and then he passed of AIDS, and a lot of it is told in retrospect, and it's all through, like, it's all diary tellings and stuff. This is a strong maybe. Okay, The Last Cigarette on Earth by Benjamin Alire Signs. I think it's probably a no, because it is poems, but I don't know. I like it. Okay, and then I actually brought down, too, Everything Begins and Ends at the Kentucky Club by Benjamin Alire Signs. I want to really, and I will tell you, this would be easy to read because the pages are, like, spaced out really, like, in a thick way, so it would be really easy to read a lot of this while I was down there. But I don't, and I've never heard of this book before. This is what it says. The Kentucky Club wasn't far. When we walked in, the place was half full, but there were 2 seats at the bar, so we claimed them. We sat next to a couple of drunk gringos who were talking about the night Elizabeth Taylor sashayed in after getting a quickie divorce from Eddie Fisher. She bought everybody in the joint a drink. They talked about that night as if they'd both been there. Brian gave me a nudge with his knee, and we smiled and ordered Cuba Libres. I like the taste of the rum and the Coke, and like the feeling of sitting at a bar with Brian. So this is what it's like, I said. What, Brian said. To feel like a man. Brian laughed. I think it takes a little more than that. I nodded. We had another drink, then another, then another. Then Brian looked at me and said, I could sit here forever. This is supposed to be a fantastic book by Benjamin Alire Signs, who wrote Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. So, I don't know. Like, I'm really thinking about that one. And then Lie With Me. This is, like, so short. This is one of the ones that I read yesterday that Molly Ringwald translated. I don't think I want to read a translation while I'm in Florida. So, definitely the Raymond Carver. And then it comes down to Everything Begins and Ends at the Kentucky Club. And the About Ed book. I'm not going to take the Charles Bukowski. Or should I? It looks really thick. Or the Rum Diary. Oh, God. See, this is where I have to look through it and I have to be like, am I going to really read this while I'm down there? Let's look and see. I feel like the Rum Diary would probably be San Juan, winter of 1958. Okay, the Rum Diary, Charles Bukowski. No. Germany and his childhood, we'll pass on that. So, it's between the Rum Diary, About Ed, and Everything Begins and Ends at the Kentucky Club. I'm only bringing one book. I'm not going to read this one while I'm gone. So, because I want to really focus on that one. So it's About Ed or the Rum Diaries. I don't know. I feel like this one I feel like I could really get into. But the Rum Diary I've always wanted to read on the beach. You know what? I think on this trip, I think I'm going to bring 2 and read them simultaneously. Because that'll give me a little bit best of both worlds. So, you guys help me. You help me pick my book for vacation. I'm so appreciative of that. Oh, and then I have this. Well, maybe I'll leave the Raymond Carver behind and I'll take these 2. That's what I'll do instead. Oh, that was so smart. Anyway, and then I'll pick this up when I come back home, you know? Anyway, what are you taking on vacation? Are you going on vacation? A lot of people are probably getting ready for spring break. So if you're getting ready on spring break, are you taking a book? Let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys. I will see you when I'm back. And I will be posting again regularly over here when I get back. I love you so much, and I'll see you then. Bye.